Let's get it, man. We at the Code of Ethics podcast, man. This is T-Mazz, and I got Moose up in here with me, man.
You know
Talk
it.
to him.
Hey man, what's up with y'all, man? Blessings to you and yours, man. Hope the family good, you know.
Oh,
How you
yeah.
been, Doc?
I've been pretty good, man. It's been a strong week. Looking forward to another productive one.
Yeah.
We got a cold guest for him this
Yeah,
week,
we
huh?
do, man. Yeah, we do.
Oh, yeah, man. They talking about financial, freedom and, you know what I'm saying, just boosting your credit up and all kind of stuff like that,
Yeah,
man.
the whole nine, man. The dude do everything. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Got the whole company structured right. I checked it out. His website is up and going. You get what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Financial literacy. They doing business funding. They do it all. You know, you could fix your credit for a little bit of nothing, really.
That's
And he
dope.
got different packages too.
We're going to have to get right down to it, man. Welcome, Blake from Opulent Solutions.
Opulent Pathways.
From
Pathways,
Opulent
yeah.
Pathways.
And
to the
don't
Code of
forget
Ethics
that, yeah,
podcast.
Opulent Pathways on the website as well, huh, Blake?
Yes, sir. Opulent Pathways. So my name is Blake. I'm the founder of Opulent Pathways. Most people know me as Sick With It the Plug. You feel me? AKA Mr. Big Flex up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got to check that out when you talking big flex, huh?
Yes, sir.
Big
Yes,
Flex.
sir. Something light. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked you out on Instagram, man. Look like you doing your thing, man. We appreciate this service that you bring into the community. We're gonna
real.
get into how you helping people out and rebuilding their life with the credit stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So really the way we get down, so a lot of people got a misconception out here, you feel me? That you could have a nice credit score and that shit right there gonna get you whatever you want. But it's all about the way you structured, you feel me? A lot of people got that misconception. Another thing that's fucked up with the generation out here these days, a lot of people be quick, like we was talking about earlier, quick to bounce a hot check in your account, go ahead, fuck yourself off and put yourself in a wreck. And I'm trying to show the streets like there's a better route out here. Like we got a real movement going on and a real opportunity for young entrepreneurs to get right and get about the streets. You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh yeah, man. Man, when I think about credit, man, I really didn't have that conversation about credit until I was 18 years old. And my mom's she gave me a little credit card. She gave me my own little cell phone and shit too, and I was off to college. And she was just like, don't overcharge it, don't spend too much on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm filling people gas tanks.
Hey, you on? You up? And it's other people money. You,
know what
feel
I
me?
mean?
Yeah, she
So,
showed you how to mirror credit, really.
Yeah, but then later in life, I would learn that some of those decisions that I made early on
Gonna
would come
affect
back.
you.
Exactly. So let's get into like how a person can start building their credit early as possible.
So the best way to do it is through proper structuring of primary accounts. And so the majority of your credit report is built off of diversification. So what we do from the very jump, of course, we're going to go through, we're going to do your disputes. We're going to go ahead and remove anything negatively impacting the credit. But most importantly, like I said before, you could have a nice-ass credit score. That don't mean shit. You feel me? So in the process, we're going to go through, we're going to structure out your primaries and build banking relations in the process. So that shit make you look hella good on paper. So by the time you come to that bank, after you structure out that LLC, little 2-year age corporation and shit, you feel me? After you get that shit structured, minimum, they're going to give you 50. But more like, so when we do our funding, the way we do it through a sequence. So we get you like 100 to 150K off the first round of funding. But so the companies I fuck with, the institutions, I'm tied into some pretty big institutions like Alliance Bank Group, Bank of America, Chase, U.S. I got ties to the Navy Federal, and our funding goes all the way up to $5.5 million.
Oh, that's some strong
Yeah,
strong banking right there.
We
Yeah.
getting ready to do some big shit.
Yeah, that's some strong banking.
And we just
yeah.
getting started too. So I've been in the industry for about 8 years. You know what I'm saying? But I just released my company last month. Started offering it to the public. So yeah, we got some big shit in the works.
That's
so
dope.
just because a person has a high credit score, that won't necessarily get them qualified for a loan.
Hell no, you could have a 750 walk in and get denied.
That's
like,
a
and
fact.
that's even on a car.
Okay.
Because here's the
talk-
thing.
My bad.
Nah, you straight.
No, you go first.
Nah, like here's the thing. Say you got a 750 credit score, but you don't got nothing on your credit. They're gonna be like, okay, like what can you handle though? Like you got that nice score, but you ain't never touched none. So when they're looking, you got a $300 credit card with. Yeah, you've been making your payments, but what's $300? Like, you have a $300 secured card with a 750 credit score. They ain't fucking with that.
Yeah.
Especially not on a $50,000, $100,000 car. And they damn sure ain't giving you no $50,000 loan. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
real. So age
So minimum, you gotta have 2 years to touch a bag. Anything in business, you gotta have 2 years. They want at least 2 years history.
On any kind of credit card?
Nah, like if you really trying to touch a bag and you trying to go the business route, your business has to be in business for at least 2 years. That's to qualify for a no doc. So you got conventional loans. You get what I'm saying? And once you go like conventional hard money, they're gonna want tax returns. Certain years of the easiest way to go about it, you get you a 2-year age corporation. You know what I'm saying? That's already 2 years in business. You get that for the low. We offer all that.
You guys
so,
offer that.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything from the start to the finish. We walk you through every step of the way. We show you how to obtain the corporations, how to properly structure them out. So yeah, we walk a client,
cool.
and that's another thing too. You go on with a lot of these people that are offering credit. I'm gonna keep it a band. Like, this some real sauce. They're gonna plug you in with a team. You ain't never gonna be talking to the people.
The direct
Yeah,
person,
you know what I'm saying? So
That's
I'm
true.
trying to build that relationship with my clients.
That's dope.
Because you don't see too much of that. Like most of my clients got my direct phone number type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Instead of you getting sent to a VA or some dude overseas, you talking to some dude barely speak English.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't
'Cause
trying to
that's
rock.
really how they do you too.
Yeah,
That's dope
100%.
right there. That closeness with your client and them to be able to reach out to you and check with you to be able to do whatever they need to do, and you walking them through it yourself. That ain't nothing like that. That's priceless.
100%.
You can't put a price on that. That's
Yeah.
very priceless. For
And we
sure.
doing it for the low too, for promotional purposes. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, like coming fresh into the game, there's a lot of people that got doubt. You know what I'm saying? But my work it speaks for itself. I've been doing this shit for 8 years, and I've gone from everything: trapper, hustler. I grew for cookies for like 5 years. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
And like I own dispensaries, all that off credit.
Damn, that's crazy. See what
Dope.
you could do with credit. See,
Wow.
you could do so much more with credit than you can just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Especially
huge.
if you do your research. But a lot of people have a lot of doubt because, you know, they go to these side people, you know, put their money into their hands, and they like, oh, I could fix your credit in 6
They don't do
months.
shit.
Yeah, like,
Hey, you know,
like the Lexington laws and all of that,
yeah,
right?
and
no
they
bullshit.
and I ain't even gonna lie, like.
They never heard from them again.
I done did that. Yeah, I done did that.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't even
That's
gonna lie. Like, all right, so like when I was in the pen, I'm self-taught. Everything I learned business when I was in prison. So I used to be a D-boy my whole life. I ain't never had a job, none of that. And I ended up doing a bid. I sat down for like 5.5 years, and then you know what I mean, I was in and out of prison. And then finally, on my last term, like I was having my son, he needed me. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, from being in the streets, jugging, finessing, doing all the shit I used to do, when I hit the pen, I'm like, man, all this knowledge, all this information, there's got to be a way I could turn this into something positive, so it's not years of my life wasted. You feel me?
That's real.
So I started reading up on books. I started studying business. I got lucky. There's this Asian cat. He used to teach financial literacy classes out on the yard, and the homies used to clown me, right? Oh, you gonna go do math with the Asian dude on the yard?
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah. And now I look back, they all still in prison doing the same
Yeah.
shit in and out. And
That's how
I
it
bought my
always
first
is.
house. Yeah, I bought my first house 4 months out off credit.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah,
So
hell yeah.
how you do that? How you buy your first house 4 months out of it, you know?
So back then it was different. Like, all right, so right now you don't got it like you used to. A lot of people will tell you to put you on the trade lines and shit. You feel what I'm saying? They don't
I've
work
heard
like
that.
they used to.
Yeah.
So back, like, they quit doing it in 2022, but back in the day, you used to be able to drop a cold trade line, boost your shit through the roof, like immediate 750, but it looked like yo credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, brand new whip off the lot, all that. Like,
Yeah.
I was out like 30 days, brand new 2018 whip off the lot,
Yeah.
0 money down, bought the house 4 months later.
So that's off trade lines, you said?
Yeah, but it don't work like that no
Yeah,
more.
that's
So,
how they
so
used
for the
to.
viewers, can you explain what a trade line is?
So a trade line is an authorized user account. So how that works is you take somebody, say they got an Amex, say they got a Wells Fargo account or some with years of history. You feel what I'm saying? And then say they got a high limit, you could attach yourself as an authorized user and pick up their entire credit history. And it's a 30-day process. So the only thing is the institution started getting hip to this shit. So now they on to it. So you can still use trade lines in the right perspective. You know what I'm saying? Now, say you're already previously structured and you just need to switch up the, like, if you need to balance out your utilization or if you need to add some extra ages of history, so long as you're previously structured, you can use it to counterbalance some shit. But just to slap that on there and make yourself look good, they ain't fucking with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
have some other things.
They gonna know off the rip that like, oh, that's an AU. We ain't messing with that. Like,
That's
because they're
crazy.
still gonna look like, what structuring do you have? What have you established for yourself? You feel what I'm saying?
That's crazy because a lot of people online still pushing trade lines.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they still
trying to
pop it if
sell
you use them right.
They trying to, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
but if
okay.
they telling you that's the magic sauce, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Real,
sell
huh?
it because you gonna pay for it and they gonna drop it. Yeah, on me, but
That's crazy.
that's the one thing. A lot of people in the industry ain't gonna keep it solid. I'm gonna tell you like it is. I gotta look out for my clients. I'm in this for longevity. You feel me?
That's really how it is in every industry, though.
Yeah.
In every way of life, like it's always give me something, and I might not be able to give you what you want, long as I got the money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you really got to do your research and make sure you're going the right way when it comes to anything outside of credit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say the trap, all that.
Everything. Yeah, you really got to watch.
You end
who
up buying
dealing
some
with.
booth pack. Yeah.
The most important thing is integrity and how you move as a person, and when you pushing a company. So when you're doing good business, you make sure everybody win. You get what I'm saying? And that's the only way to make sure you're doing good business and keep the quality coming to you
real talk.
You
as
gotta
far as
stand
word
on
of
that.
mouth.
Yeah.
You really got to stand
Yeah,
on it.
100%. I agree with that.
But being a D-boy, well, ex-D-boy, you know that. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because you done dealt with every type of person you possibly can. And sometimes, me personally, I think the streets taught us, that way taught us the best thing in life. Like, yeah, watch who you dealing with. Make sure you check your trap. Make sure you check their background and see they doing what they say they gonna do. You get what I'm saying?
I think we got the upper advantage because of that, us being from the streets. Like, my mom used to always tell me, like, oh, I'm sorry for the way I raised you. And I tell her, no, I'm grateful because, like, I could blend and adapt to any environment.
Any environment.
Yeah, I could be with suits and ties. I know how to conduct myself.
Yeah.
Or I could be in a den full of thieves and killers and vice
and you
versa.
good.
on,
Yeah, that's real game right there.
Yeah.
Ghetto
We
be able
attitude,
to wiggle.
manipulating environment.
That
Let
part.
me ask you
Real.
this.
All that. I'm going to
We
apply
got a
that
little,
pressure.
Yeah.
We had got a DM, man, about credit, man. So, for one thing, you don't have to be like 18 to start building credit, right?
I mean, to a certain extent, 18. Here's the thing. That's a touchy subject. It depends on the route you took before that age. Now, like, I know you could build up your kids. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to make sure that your kids at 18 have that perfect credit score. You could add them as, like, all right, what we were speaking on earlier. It's not just trade lines. There's other ways to use AUs. Like, you can take your children, add them onto your accounts. By the time they're 18, they set with that 800 credit score, 850.
That's
Yeah.
like mirroring credit, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, but at 18, here's the thing: the more age you have, the more leeway you got. You got more room to play with. Because, like, when you say you structured out and you do want to add them couple years with that trade line, someone 18, you can't add a 10-year trade line. That shit don't make sense on paper. Yeah, what you mean you got credit for 10 years?
Yeah.
What, you been doing this since you was 12? Yeah, they ain't fucking with that. But, I mean, it's a good thing, though, because you can rock out. So, like, for the younger generation, if you touching paper and you trying to do something, just invest into a business. Like I said, like, as long as you can structure out and put some type of foundation and to back your personal profile, you just get you a 2-year age corporation and you can rock out with that, build up that business credit. They're going to give you the same bag they give a 30-year-old. You feel me?
That's crazy. So what advice do you got for somebody that's coming out of, like, let's say, bankruptcy?
Bankruptcy. So that's another thing, too. A lot of people don't understand. So we can remove anything. I don't care what's on your credit. Bankruptcies, repos, child support. We could even, like, you fucking up. Everybody fuck up in the past. I believe everyone deserve a second chance. You in check systems, we get you out of that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. The thing is, a lot of these people use third-party reporting agencies. And a problem with a lot of these credit companies, they're disputing legitimacy of the account, trying to say it's not yours. So my company, personally, we take a legal pursuit and dispute inaccuracies on the way that the information is reported. So instead of trying to say it's not your account, I'm gonna dispute it in the fact that they fucked up reporting it and didn't take the legal route. So we're gonna get it off every time.
Damn, that's dope right
Yeah,
there. Hey,
like,
people need to hear that.
Yeah, all
yeah.
the bankruptcies,
How can a
all
bankruptcy
that.
help you though?
How can it help you?
Yeah.
I mean, depending, like, if you fucked up and you're in a bad situation and you need to get right, I mean, sometimes you got to take that loss and start over, you know what I'm
So if a
saying?
person does file bankruptcy, what do they give up?
Everything, really.
Yeah.
Pretty much, because
everything.
when you file bankruptcy, you basically forfeiting everything that's under your name,
Yeah.
and it like resets your credit score, but like you have no credit when you file right after.
So I'm gonna put you on some sauce real quick. All right, here's the thing.
Yeah,
A lot
put
of
me
people,
on.
now.
Man, we want all the tips and
Yeah.
tricks.
Now here's
I
the
mean,
thing.
you know, I
Here's
done
the
heard
thing.
all kind
This
of
some
shit.
shit I wouldn't
Yeah.
recommend. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now this is considered unethical practices. There's a lot of people in the world, a lot of famous people, a lot of rich dudes that'll build up these companies and then go bankrupt, transfer assets. Here's the only thing I don't recommend or put my clients on this shit like that because you're gonna have Uncle Sam knocking on your door. You feel me?
Right.
Because they gonna wonder where all that money went. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
we
gonna
we,
be looking for it.
So
Yeah,
we
I
try
get
to
what
stay
you're
away
saying.
from
Yeah.
shit like that. But I mean, anything is doable. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That makes
But-
sense though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about how you pursue things, and but you could get yourself in a wreck fucking with shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say right now that shit. Yeah, 100%. You fucking with shit like that, you doing flat time. I'm gonna leave it at that. You
Yeah.
gonna
Filing bankruptcy?
if you but I'm just
Nah.
saying like if you file a bankruptcy, if you do it a legitimate way, like you straight.
You
But
straight, but if
what
you
like a
tryna
lot of
hide shit,
this is
yeah.
what a lot of people are doing. They're building up these companies, and then you know what I'm saying, and then they filing bankruptcy, keeping all the assets and shit. Like that shit should get you in a bind right there.
Right.
So you got to be careful how you maneuver in the system. It's always good to take legal advice. Now, me personally, I can't give legal advice, but I do have a whole legal team that works for the company. So
Oh,
any
that's dope.
questions, any to make sure you're making the right moves, I connect you with the whole legal team and all that.
So they could hit you and get any type
Yeah.
of advice. If you don't have it yourself, you got a team member that they could, reach out to.
Yeah,
That's dope.
100%.
That's dope. Y'all hear that, man? Make sure y'all ask all the questions. Don't be hitting his DM asking him stupid shit. Make sure your questions is justifiable, and he might could help you, man.
Okay. Here go
Yeah.
another question from the DM, man. How can child support impact your credit?
Oh, child support can fuck your credit all the way up. And another thing is too, like you gotta understand, like they coming after everything you get. And so, say you making these investments, you doing everything in your name. But I mean, there's ways around it. Like if you properly structure out yourself, and you're moving correctly through your business, as long as you're an employee, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because I done seen people when they get child support filed on them, they like adjust what they get.
Yeah, the income.
You get what I'm saying?
If they have,
But that's what people do. They structure out an LLC and you pay yourself less.
right.
Yeah.
So like you a sole proprietor, you
Yeah.
pay yourself basically.
Yeah.
But if you have a like
No,
a regular
you're a
job,
managing
then-
member.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you a managing member.
Yeah,
so,
you just an employee on
but
paper.
you make it like to where you.
I
can
mean,
get
everybody
paid
do
nothing.
that. Yeah,
You know what
especially
I'm
like when you look at like big corporate and shit, they going through a divorce or whatever. Yeah, for sure they taking all that out
Yeah,
there.
that's why you gotta really make sure you know who it is you land with, and
For
you
real.
know giving these titles to as far as marriage and having kids with. You gotta really do your
That's a fact,
due
brother.
diligence when it comes to the person you laying down with,
Man,
because
that's a fact.
once that shit go out the window, that's a whole different person you in front of. It ain't the same.
Because with that, that's
unfortunately-
bad debt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bad debt, huh?
Yeah, 100%. The way it reports on you, you got to think if you ain't making them payments, those are negatives on your credit report.
Yeah.
100%. That look like a bad credit card.
Unfortunately, like
Man.
a lot of us, our young brothers, are just learning that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like we
yeah.
back in the days, we made some of those decisions,
Mm.
and now we wasn't even thinking about credit back then. You know what I'm saying? We were just partying, living
I'm
life.
just learning credit.
And,
Yeah,
and now when you learn about credit and how much some of those decisions back then can impact your life right now, including your credit, it's you look at it from a different perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we wish we
taught
would've
the
learned
streets
earlier.
more than anything. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know about the streets, then you know about credit, then you know how to advance yourself in life, how to go get a home. Them not conversations that we privy to in our homes when it come from the ghetto. You get what I'm saying? Or a poverty line. You're not being taught like, hey, you could get this credit card and you could do
Right.
this with your bank account, or make sure you pay on time. You get what I'm saying? You're not
Right.
taught that. You taught the bullshit about it. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you could open that up
Yeah.
and do this, or you could put a faulty check in like he was saying, and they rather do that for the quick cash instead of going through the process with somebody that they could trust to build their shit up the right way. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's
Damn,
100%.
That's a scam right there, man.
So-
Yeah, because they quick to tell you go crash out, hit a lick.
Mhm.
Like, if I would have known the information I know now in my youth, I'd be a multimillionaire
Yeah,
already.
I believe it,
And I'm
yeah.
really trying to put the younger generations on because I see a lot of the young homies out here acting a fool. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, for sure.
And I know when I was growing up, I was looking forward to going to the pen. You like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna go earn my stripes. I'm gonna be somebody. But sitting down in that cell, ain't nobody taking care of your family and
Yeah.
shit.
Mm.
And you
Ain't
realize
answer
like,
them calls,
and
no
when you
nothing.
start, once you 25, 30, and you start realizing what's really going on.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to wake that game up. My little brother about to come home next week. I be trying to put him on the same shit. And I was telling him like, man, you gotta like you making big moves out here. You doing good for yourself, but you got all the little homies from the hood at your house. And I was like, that shit gonna draw heat. So yeah, he just sat down. He sat down for a cool little minute. Got hit with
Yeah.
a 10-year joint and shit.
Yeah. That's crazy because that's how I used to be when I was staying back in the city. I used to always have a gang of partners of mine around me, you know, trying to keep them out of bullshit. But even still, the shit that I was doing wasn't teaching them nothing. You get what I'm saying? I'm still, you know, giving them more game to be better at what they was doing in the first place instead of taking them out of it. And then once I moved myself out of the cesspool, I was able to see the whole field like, damn, we been guided wrong the whole time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it ain't no
100%.
right in that. You get what I mean?
Well,
Nah, it ain't no right in that.
It's fucked up.
And you could lose a lot of life in 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying, versus sitting here trying to open up a book, learn about credit, learning how to advance yourself in society. It might take a little time. It might be hard because it's different. But at the
Exactly.
same time, that time you putting in is way better than running these streets.
Yeah, hell yeah, because you like you're building for longevity.
Yeah.
Like you got a lot of opportunity. You building. Like this is the thing, you got an opportunity to leave a legacy behind. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people loosely use this word right now about generational wealth, but they ain't knowing the true meaning. You know what I'm saying? And there's ways to properly structure yourself to become your own bank. A lot of people touch on the subject, but like we teach asset protection and all that shit. And this is something you could put your whole family up for generations with.
Okay, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. So how do you get on the path to where you actually trying to learn about generational wealth and get involved so you could get some understanding and move forward on that?
I'd say the first step into anything, you got to get your personal profile structured properly. So, like, get your credit right, start structuring out your business, and in the process of structuring out your business, you got to set your assets up properly. So, the way you want to do something like that, you want to trust that would own a company. You want a holding company out of Delaware or Wyoming because they got anonymity laws, so you're anonymous. You know what I'm saying?
let's talk about that one more time.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some shit. There's some sauce for you right here. So this is proper asset protection. So you would take a trust, right? You set up a trust, a family trust, and then you take a holding company. You open up a holding company out of Delaware or Wyoming because they got anonymity laws. So you could file anonymously. Same reason why I'm originally from LA. I'm from Lancaster, California, LA County. But I moved out here because you got a lot of things on your side on the business side, like with taxes. You got a lot of breaks that you don't got to deal with in California. So you get an operating LLC out of Nevada, hella tax benefits. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's a difference depending on where you set the company up at, huh?
So you got your operating LLC out of Nevada, working, doing all your business, that's owned by a holding company in Delaware or Wyoming, and that holding company in Delaware or Wyoming is owned by a trust. Say something get fucked up, you get sued. They can't touch none of the money.
Can't touch none of that.
They can't touch shit because you're an employee of the original operating LLC.
And you can put your house in that trust.
Put
and
everything,
right?
yeah.
Damn, that's
and
crazy.
then get this, all the vehicles. So your holding company holds all your assets. Say you got vehicles for the company, property, shit like that. You want a separate entity to hold everything. You never want anything under like an old saying they say don't put all your eggs in one basket. Yeah, 100%.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
some
because
gang.
I'm gonna keep it a band. One little fuck up employee get fucked up, they gonna fuck you over and take everything.
They for sure gonna
Holding
do
company
that.
out of what state? Delaware, you said?
Delaware or Wyoming, yeah.
In Wyoming?
So can
Yeah.
you be a regular Joe and go set you up a trust, or is it a certain way you got to set it up, or you need to be able to own something before you can even go that route?
I would say when you're doing a trust, I would definitely get legal representation to get that done,
Okay.
because you want to make sure everything's filed properly and you're going within legal parameters and shit with the maximum amount of protection.
And so you
Like an
just
estate
building
attorney.
assets added
Yeah,
to the
like
trust.
that, estate planners and shit,
that's
shit of
smart.
that nature.
Yeah. So you just taking assets, building them, putting them in the trust, and getting the payout. So even when you gone, it's paying the kids. It's
I'm gonna give you another. All right, here's some sauce. So say your holding company or your trust owns all the assets, and then your operating LLC's using them, you leasing them out to that, so you making money on the back end.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How long does it take to get a holding company, or if you already have a trust? How long does it take to like transfer the trust into the holding company?
Oh, you could transfer, like, to do an amendment of anything is like a 30-day process.
Okay.
Yeah, you can structure out everything within a month.
Okay.
So do your
It's just
company
you gotta
do
have the
that?
money to do it. Yeah, we do all that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
It's just like that shit run you like 10 bands to properly structure some shit out, you know.
Okay.
But it depends like how far you trying to go with it. Like a lot of things we structure out companies depending on years of age, history. Like you talking, it could be anywhere. You looking at like 5 bands to upwards of 50 to 100K just to structure your companies out.
To structure a trust?
Yeah, I mean, just depending on what you're trying to do with it. Like, I got a client right now. He's structuring out 20 age corporations, and that's some big shit. Like, that's like a $50,000 deal right there.
Just on that one deal.
Yeah, because he getting multiple 5-year accounts. You know what I'm saying? So he getting ready to play ball. He got some big moves coming up, and he already like a millionaire type shit.
Yeah, so you got to pay to play.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the name of the game.
That's what I did. Like when I got out of prison, all the knowledge. When I got out, I just invested everything into my education. You feel me? Every mentorship, every book, all that. I just read, studied up on my knowledge, and then when I got home from prison, I put it into play. Like, let's see if this shit really worked. And that's how, like I said, I acquired the first crib. I got the first car. I'm like, damn. And that's when it hit me, like, like I'm really onto some shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like we
You
could
seen
really
the
take this
results.
somewhere. Yeah,
That's
hell
the
yeah.
game right there.
Damn, that's
100%.
crazy.
So man, look, somebody starting off on like a 550 credit score, you know what I mean? They probably done made a whole lot of bad decisions over the last, however many years. What type of advice do you have for them just starting out trying to rebuild their credit?
Depending on what they're working with financially. So the way my company does it, the first thing we're gonna ask you is how much you have to invest into yourself. So however much you can afford to invest in yourself per month, we'll tailor a plan specifically to you to structure out your primaries and use proper diversification. So the first thing is getting all that negative shit off. And a lot of things are as easy as, I'm going to keep it 100. Like, some things you can get off within 24 hours. Some things might take 30 days. Some shit might take, 90 days. But realistically, like, as long as you follow the information you're given, you could get anyone 100% right and ready for funding in about 90 to 120 days.
Okay.
That's cool though.
I don't care how fucked up your credit is. I'm nice at this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Does
gonna
it take
turn
a
your
lot
shit
per
up.
month for that first 90 to 120 days?
Nah, I mean, like when you first getting started, like for someone who's first starting out to build their credit, ain't really ever did anything. Like we got packages like $150, $200 a month. You know what I'm saying? And like that's not the money you paying us. So the way that it works, you're gonna be paying money into these accounts. It's gonna be a savings, but they're gonna report some big ass shit on your credit. It's gonna make you look real nice on paper.
Mr.
And then-
Big Flex.
And do those
Yeah.
accounts get closed, those old debts?
So like you're talking about like the negatives you already have.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we go through and sweep all that shit up. So this is the thing in the process of getting rid of what I was touching on earlier. In the process of disputing shit, like I said, you still got to build a structure. So in the process of that, we're gonna ask you like what you can afford to invest in yourself per month. We're gonna stack up your primaries. At the same time, we're going through disputing and removing anything negatively impacting your credit. Now we're building positive credit history. So we're gonna build a strong foundation. And pretty much anything takes 90 days. Same thing with like opening a bank. Like you ain't gonna go in there and just bust a loan at a bank with a fresh account. It don't work like that because you got to establish a banking relationships. So pretty much in anything in the banking world, it's a 90-day process. So you want 90 days for those accounts to marinate, to make them look good, make your positive payment history. In the process, we remove all the negatives.
Are you familiar with Metro 2 compliance?
Excuse me. Yeah, Metro 2. They using the new AI systems and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my team fuck with it, but
I see that a lot. That's why I
yeah,
asked
that's a
you,
new
yeah.
shit they putting on. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Metro 2 compliance. So what they doing, they using my mentor, shout out my mentor, he put me onto the Metro 2 compliance, corporate landlord. He the one that put me onto all this. But they using the AI system, and they attacking the credit bureaus from the inside. So the same shit that they're using to report the negative data on your credit report, they're using that same AI system to attack it from the inside out. Yeah, shout out corporate landlord for our
I've
game.
seen that to where it literally like stack your credit to be compliant. Just like you were saying, sometimes you have a high credit score, but you can't go get nothing. But it'll show you how to really build your credit up to where it's strengthened, and it's to the compliance department where your shit align. You can go in anywhere and get whatever you want if you got these certain things.
Yeah, because it reaches. So we do all the same shit, but like I got a team that just do it all. You know what I'm saying? But so through the AI systems, they just making sure you reach certain data requirements.
Okay.
And that's what it is. Like same thing when you're going in for a loan. Like here's the difference. Someone could be like, oh, I could get you a loan. And they're going to go through to your credit, but they don't really know. They're just applying for some shit. Like with me, I got banking relations. So all the institutions I named earlier, I'm in direct contact with their senior RMs, their relationship managers. So I know all the senior RMs at these banks personally. So they give me a personal email. Bam, these are all the products we offer, and these are the data requirements. So when I'm sending in a client, you're going to get approved because I'm going to make sure you meet those data requirements before I even put in your application. Yeah, and they're going to leave a note. Like, you're going to get processed 24-hour.
And see, that's
guaranteed.
way better than having AI do anything, especially when you got somebody that you can call, reach out to, and they already have these relationships. Because I always see that as well. Like, man, make sure you building relationships with the banks. And it's like, damn, all right, you saying that, but you're not saying how to build the relationship. You get what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna give all the game.
Because you can't just walk in the bank and be like, hey, I want to build a relationship with y'all.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, where I'm at with it too, a lot of people holding back and ain't giving up too much sauce. This is my thing. Like, realistically, I could give you all the game. Half the people ain't gonna do shit with it anyway.
Nah, that's how I go.
And it's a fact. As sad as it is, like, if people pay more attention, like, realistically, you ain't even got to come to me. You could go on the internet and do all this shit yourself, but people ain't gonna do that. But I just ease the process. You come to me, I'm a overnight. Like, I'm gonna give you sit back on your couch, relax, and know in 60 to 90 days you up, you ready.
Yeah, that's true. Because even me, like, I'm comfortable with researching and understanding it, but I still wouldn't be comfortable for myself to push out the dispute letters, make sure I'm on time. I would personally like, hey, do this for me, because I'd rather pay that and make sure it's done in the right way, on time, how it's supposed to be done, than to just be like, let me see if I could.
Oh yeah, this is my boy. I'm doing his shit right now too. I'm turning
Nah, speak up. Nah, you good?
He
For this reason right now, I'm saying, like, show me what to do.
He financially educated as a motherfucker, like, you know, own his own real estate, do all type of shit like that. But like, I'm gonna be honest, it's all of us. We all in the same boat.
Right.
Like doing the credit, building up profiles, like that shit takes a lot of motherfucking work.
Man.
I hired a whole, like, here's the thing. The reason why I just barely offer my services to the public, because like my mentor, he was getting at me like, hey, you nice as fuck with this credit shit. Like, he's like, you see what I'm on? He's like, why don't you start offering your services? I'm like, bro, I was like, to do my credit, that shit take a lot of paperwork, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck I'm gonna do 300 people? You know what I'm saying? And he made it make sense. He said, nah. He's like, man, I'll show you how to automate it. I'll tell you how to hire your teams and all that. So if it wasn't for him, what really got me too, like I said, I'm a trapper by heart. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, I be in the streets. I get it out the mud. So I'm like, nah, I'm too busy. I'm in the trap. He clowned me. He hit me on FaceTime at the Rolls Royce dealership. Like, oh, you still too busy? Hit me back on. He had the jewelry store, dropped $460 on a chain and a watch. You still too busy? I'll slide that info, man. Let me know what's popping.
Yeah, show me.
I was like, send me. I'm gonna send the wire, bro. Just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Show me, because that it just makes shit way more easier for you, especially if you got things to do and take care of. Man, I'd rather come sit with you, get it done the right way, pay my money, and go on about my day so I could take care of my business and make sure I'm good. But that's the dopest thing ever, to have somebody close to you to where you can just access them and have that information, or have something working for you in your best interest.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I do it myself. Like I said, I ain't about to do 300 people credit. I got a whole team. They do it. Yeah. I'm all about client acquisition. Like, this is what I'm good at. Yeah. I'm good at speaking out to the people, letting you know the better route, explaining information. Like, I'm good with data. Like, you get me on a computer, it's over with, bro. I don't know shit about no computer. I did
Right.
too much jail time.
Right, but you
My
you
wife,
found your,
hey, shout out
yeah.
my wife too. Yeah, if it wasn't for my wife, this company wouldn't even be booming like it is right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
She nice with the computers and shit, so she handle all the shit. But I'm good with data, information, banking relations. But I've been had that for years. I've been fucking around in the banking industry for years. So I acquired the clients. I set up the game plans and everything, and all the technical shit. My team handles that.
Yeah, see, you found what you was really good at, and you put, like me, I'm good at bringing people together.
That part.
You get what I'm saying? That's something I'm real good at, and networking.
Networking.
And
Yeah.
once you understand like your lane, when you fall into it, it'll come to you. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It'll always come to you, and you don't never overstep that boundary. Like, nah, let me stay in my lane, man.
Yeah.
Cause that right there, like the information you got in your head, man, and you run into me, I'm tripping because I done did this research myself to learn credit. Like, so everything you telling me,
Yeah.
I know for a fact it's legit.
Yeah.
But how to do it, I couldn't tell you how to do the shit.
And I hear that shit like every day too. Like my people like, man, I know this. Like I had a client talking to me same shit yesterday from New York. And he's like, man, he's like, I know CFPB, TRC. He's giving me all the rundown. Like he know everything about credit, but he's like, man, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah,
But he know
yeah,
everything inside and
yeah.
out. And I'm like, man, I got you.
You can have it because the information is out there, and when you search and you looking for stuff, and I do a lot of research on every fact of life. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You gonna come across it, and then you learn the difference from this and that. But then when I'm sitting with you, it's kind of like the glue. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now I could see like, all right, damn, all that information he was putting out, that shit bullshit.
Yeah.
This right over here, you get what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
help you weed out, you get what I mean? But then I'd rather still come to you like, hey, because even after this, I'm gonna for sure set me up an appointment. You get what I
Yeah,
mean?
100%.
You know, and that
tap
goes,
into
yeah,
it.
for sure.
But you got shit going on. Like this is the thing. Like you ain't got, like I said before, you ain't got time to be doing all that. You might have some other shit. Like look at what you guys got established right here.
Right.
Like you putting all this time and effort into building what you are. You ain't got time to do everything.
Right.
Like the richest people in the world. Like you look at Dodge, you look at shit like that. Like you think they're doing all the work? They got mastermind groups. They hire individuals that are great at what they do. Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I'm nice as fuck with this credit shit, but my team surpassed me by far.
Yeah.
And if I could get the best people in the world working for me, like I'm gonna let them do their job. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about client acquisition.
Yeah, but that's
100%.
what make you even stronger than what you are, especially when your team is
That
able
part.
to push. Yeah, because we got a team here, and we got a dope ass team, and without that team, we wouldn't be able to build. You get what I'm saying? What we trying to build, because now you got 4 or 5 heads on one thing where they could see what you don't see. You might miss something. I might slip up. He might see it. Like, hey, nah, we should be doing this. And you go with that because now you sitting there talking and politicking on one thing to build. Like, ain't nothing like that.
Yeah,
You know?
100%.
Hey, so is any of the credit bureaus more important, or should you pay attention to all three?
You should definitely pay attention to all three. So it just, here's the thing: when we do everything, it's through sequences. So of course, you're gonna want a good score all the way across. But really, if you're working on any of them, you're gonna do all three at the same time. But so like when you're going through funding, I'll give you some game right here. When you go through funding, we do what's called a sequence. So we're gonna acquire products from each individual bureau. So say I know a bank that's fucking with Experian. I'm gonna run up as many products through Experian as possible that are only reporting. So you can use it to your advantage as long as you time it right. You know what I'm saying? So I could go ahead and get you 3 products. Say I go get you 2 $50,000 cards from an Experian-based bank, and then I go get you a vehicle loan. Now I'm gonna find out who fucking with TransUnion. You know what I'm saying? Run the same play with TransUnion, and then from there we gonna go to Equifax, and then with Equifax we gonna run the same play. Now you just triple down the amount of funding you could get. Yeah, 100%.
So is that how they go get cars? Like, you know, when you want to like go on when you want to grab cars and, you know, rent them out or whatever the case may be, and you want to start a rental car company, I've seen people where they go the same day to every car lot and grab cars.
I think the person that would document the process, another legend in the space, shout out CEO Matty J, he was the first one to really put the streets onto that. So there's multiple ways you could do it through obtaining fleets and shit. But like how he was doing it back in the day And I've been fucking with CEO Matty J for a minute. And so once you get that strong credit report, now you're in control. So when you go to these like car lots and shit, they gonna run your credit with everybody. They gonna try to get you financed. They gonna run your credit like 1,000 times, shoot your shit in the ground. But when you know you structured and you know you got that credit, you can walk in and be like, here, I want this vehicle right here. Only run my credit with this bank. So you know you getting approved. So you list out. So same thing as a funding sequence. You're gonna pull all the lenders that you're looking to get vehicles with, and each individual car you're gonna apply with a different lender. It takes 30 days for that to hit your account.
Yeah.
So they don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
By the time you hit that report, you got 30 whips, and there ain't nothing they could do
Yeah.
about it.
Damn, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
CO
I've seen that done a
Yeah,
lot too. Yeah.
CEO Matty J put us onto that play a couple years back, man. That shit crazy. I used to have a whole car rental spot out here. Yeah, we had the I-8s, all that shit. And I got that off his play, yeah.
But you got to pay that monthly fee for every car.
Oh,
though,
yeah,
right?
hell yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. The car is working for you though.
But this is the thing, yeah, you put them on Turo, you rent them out.
Everything.
Here's a cold play, like, all right, for anybody that's trying to get their money up and invest into some shit, what I recommend along the lines of what you talking about, you go get you some Teslas, some eco-friendly vehicles. I'm in the process right now. I just got pre-approved. I'm getting 10 Suburbans, and 5 of them I'm starting a private armed transportation company out here.
That's smart.
Yeah, and then the other 5 I'm renting them out to Uber drivers. And you got to think it's the same thing. Same thing as like the Airbnb game. You feel what I'm saying? You looking for long-term renters. So you find somebody, they need to work to pay their bills, and they ain't got the vehicle to go drive for Uber. Now I'm renting you on monthly contract.
Damn,
You feel what I'm
dope.
saying?
And
That's
it's gonna pay
cold
itself.
game.
It's gonna pay itself.
Yeah,
They
'cause you
paying
got all kind of people
3,600 a
trying to
month.
Uber.
Yeah, like the Uber drivers paying
Yeah.
like 3,600 a month for
And
them
all of
trucks.
them,
right
and all of
there.
them
Yeah.
on the, all of them offer them programs too now. Like you were saying, you can go to Uber, get you a rental. You could rent from Uber.
Yeah.
They give you the car.
But you could-
paying that
you
weekly
do that.
fee, but you doing it now.
Yeah.
Then you got some on Turo. You get what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Wow.
Then like he said, I got some for the what was it, the security.
Yeah.
You get what I'm, and that's big, even security.
Look, though, I'm gonna chime in, but now Uber is reaching out to people like him
Yeah.
for his cars.
For his right.
And that's how they're doing it, and they're putting their money on top.
It'll be his car. but
Yeah.
He gave it to Uber.
So you register with Uber.
That's
Yeah.
smart. And all you worrying
Yeah.
about is dealing with
That's
Uber.
smart.
So if they do anything, they got to deal
Uber
with
got to
Uber.
take care of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
You put your hand on the work first. It's on you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's crazy, huh?
So you get a contract out with Uber. They're gonna offer out your vehicle to people that need.
Yeah, God is good, boy.
All the time.
Yeah, we
yeah.
finna really put this.
I'm
shit
telling you,
together.
hey, I see
Yeah.
it cooking right now. It's
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, we about to.
Yeah, because sometimes, when you putting the pieces together, you be missing things. You get what I'm saying?
That's why we
And
here.
even if you have a contact in that lane, that might not be the contact for you. You get what
Divine
I'm saying?
timing, my brother.
Man, ain't nothing like it,
Yeah,
man.
that's what it's all
Perfect
about.
time.
Right now, I'm getting $1,600 a month for a Chevy Traverse that I ain't saw in about a year and a half.
A Chevy Traverse,
Yeah.
2019.
Wow.
16 a month.
Doing the same.
Turo
same
or
play?
Uber?
No, it's an Uber, so I deal with Uber.
Mm.
Yeah.
I get a weekly check.
And they just cash you out directly.
Weekly.
See that?
Wow.
Passive income, man. While he's sitting right here, that motherfucker on the road
Yeah, get
right
paid.
now.
Right, right,
It's picking somebody up right now.
right.
Yeah, that's
And
dope
who
right
covers
there.
the maintenance though? Uber covers the
Yeah.
maintenance. Okay.
It's all worked into the contract type shit.
Okay.
All he worried about is the car. Uber got to deal with the upgrade, the oil changes, all that
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, the driver, Uber takes it automatically in
Mm-hmm.
the account. So, like, when it's an oil change due or when they bring it
The
back.
person that's in it got to, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I'm sure, yeah, Uber probably sent him something over like, hey, you got to go get this done. Here you go. Yeah, okay.
Well,
yeah,
because
that's
they
dope.
got the things plugged into the car, so they get all the data. Like same thing, like my
Man.
whip, whenever it needs anything, my phone let me know. So there's systems for people that are doing rental vehicles like that. You got the system plugged up into the car. Anything needs done with
That's
the vehicle.
a cold investment.
Yeah, hella
That's
cold.
a cold investment. And if you like cars, you get what I'm saying. Now you can.
Now you
drive
got
what
something
you
fly.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it
I'm a
100.
dealer, so I get everything wholesale.
Yeah, my boy.
Oh,
my
okay.
boy.
Oh,
yeah.
so you got the dealer license
Yeah.
and everything.
That's
See?
dope.
So I don't pay with the public plate. I
You
pay
pay-
with.
Yeah.
So
You going to the auction
man,
and
that's
shit?
dope.
Yeah, he be on all
Yeah,
that. He put
yeah.
me on to all that right now. I'm starting to go to the auctions with him. My thing is, he like my mentor in a way too. I don't know shit about these vehicles. My uncle been doing this
Yeah.
shit for years. He like, man, slide out with me. Let me put you on to something. So he teaching me how to use the what's the reader called and shit. Yeah, the ODM reader. How to make sure you getting good buys and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, so
Start
that's
flipping
how you
them.
know how to get the cars that's working. You know what's wrong with the car. You know what's going
Hook it
on.
up to that fuse
yeah.
box.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy what
It's
information.
a cold
you
play.
do. See, it's about who you know and not what you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. This is a dope episode, man. And
Now you gotta know how to apply the shit that you know. Most motherfuckers know abundance of everything, but they can't really put it together.
yeah, that's the
Can
difficult
actually put
thing.
it out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the whole nother level to applying the knowledge.
That's dope.
Applying the knowledge, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's why you need that
Asking
mastermind group.
questions.
It's
Yeah, you do.
important.
You
100%.
do. You only as
might
good
have
as
all
your
the information.
team.
Exactly.
Yeah, you only as good as your
You only
team.
you only as strong as your weakest link.
That's a fact.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's why everything I do in business, I'm building up everybody around me. Everybody coming
That's
with
smart,
me.
though.
100%.
And it don't come like that. A lot of people be gatekeeping, or a lot of people have that
Yeah, I can't
crab in
stand
the
that
bucket
bullshit.
syndrome where they want to keep you down while they rise above you. But if you bring everybody up, you got access to everything. You get what I'm saying? And then it's harder for you to fall, because if you fall, you got a team around you that, hey, here you go. Pick
Yeah.
you right back up. That's the best thing to do in life right there, man. That's crazy.
And that's what it's about now, passive income. Like, you don't realize you sit down, instead of doing the things we've been doing in these streets, if you sit down and focus for 90 days, you can really have your money making you money, passive, high income generating assets.
Yeah.
Yeah, long term. You got to look
Yeah.
at this shit for longevity.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
this momentum right here, this make a motherfucker want to go home and get
Rent
online
one of
and
them
get the
damn
look.
cars.
Yeah.
For real. How much Uber paying for one car?
Yeah, hey, you getting a bag out there.
16 for one car?
Yeah.
Man, we go ahead and take this.
So
motherfucker
he
sit in the
paying
garage.
the,
and
he paying the note, insurance on it, and pocketing.
Come on, man.
No. Oh yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. Y'all hear that? No.
Oh, that was a question I had for you too, man. Like, so if a person, they got some money, right, and they want to buy a new car, right? Is it better for them to go and buy it flat out or pay notes on it?
I wouldn't even pay nothing on that vehicle. You want the bank to pay for that.
Credit.
Because you got to think, everything else you're doing with that cash, you can invest into a higher income generating asset. So, like, what I would personally recommend, if you got that credit, you get that shit zero money down. Like, okay, so I just got that new little BMW. I got a little 330i. Now, I could have went and dropped like 5 racks on it as a down payment, or I could have cashed the car out. But instead, my bank paid for it. And because my credit interest rate's like 13 to 18%, my payment's like $300-$400 a month on a $40,000 whip.
Another person would have walked and got that car. They notes would have been like damn near 8-9.
Yeah, and on top of that shit, I mean, unless you put 5-10 bands down on it.
Yeah.
But I went into my bank straight up. Took me like 5 minutes. Navy Federal.
Yeah.
Like, once you get in, here's the thing, a lot of people don't know. Navy Federal Credit Union, even if your credit fucked up, they go off an internal banking score. So you can build that shit up quick, as long as you know, like, you fucking with the pledge loans, you fucking with the products they offer, and I show you how to do all that. You get into Navy, I had an account with them for 90 days. I went in, they cut me a $40,000 check. I went and bought my whip off the lot.
And then you just take care of them. You're dealing with them.
And then the payment, and here's the thing, the interest ain't shit. Like, my car is $33,000. I've been making the payments. I ain't paying nothing extra on it. I already paid $5,000 down on the loan.
Yeah.
And
that's good about credit unions. Credit unions
yeah,
is real good for you.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna tell you, the best ones to rock with right now, NASA, Navy Federal. You got PNC. Shit, I'll put you on to some good shit.
Yeah, that's crazy because I bank with Navy Federal.
Yeah.
And I always see all
I
the...
turn you up,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll
I'm
be
telling
seeing...
you,
That's why I'm listening to you,
we
man,
gonna run
on
a
trip.
bag.
Yeah.
Anybody that's in Navy,
Yeah.
tap the fuck in. I'm gonna tell you that right
that's
now.
crazy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I'll show
I've
you a
been
90
listening
day.
to
Hey,
you like,
y'all get you the flagship credit card. Here's the thing: a lot of people getting it off their first run without even really know what they're doing. They getting 20 bands. I how you walk out that bitch with 80.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
So what's an internal banking score?
So it's like the same thing as your credit score,
Uh-huh.
but they based off of your banking relations with them.
that particular bank,
Yeah,
like overdrafting your account. shit
that
like
part.
that.
Yeah, like if you got a Navy and you overdrafting it, you cooked for the next 6 months. You might as well open a new account.
Okay.
But that's a good thing. There's ways around it. Like you start But here's the thing with the internal banking score, they keep data on that shit. So what I recommend anybody fresh starting out and
For
you
sure,
trying to really get a bag, you trying to get a bag up out of Navy, like hey, open that account, drop some money in there. I don't even give a fuck if it's $500, $300. You go open that account, drop that in there, shred that debit card, forget about it. Get that bitch 90 days, walk in there. They giving you a credit card, they giving you a car, a personal loan, all that off the rip.
That's crazy.
And you don't even really got to have nothing in there.
That's good to know because you never hear that type of information.
Ain't nobody gonna tell you
shit
that.
ain't out there.
Yeah, I mean,
I done heard
everybody
all
telling
kind of
you-
shit
yeah.
about Navy Federal, but not that.
Man, I'm giving niggas some cold game off camera, bro.
yeah, we'll chop it up.
Yeah.
When we
That's
doing
crazy.
this, I'll put you guys on some whole other
That's
shit.
crazy right there, man.
There's some
And
plays.
Let them
but-
know where they can check you out at, man.
Yeah, it's Mr. Big Flex up on Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in, get you right.
Yes,
We
sir.
out here building longevity and prosperity,
Yeah,
peace and
yeah,
abundance. You
yeah.
feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
You
Wanna give
see
any
it's
shout-outs?
genuine. Yeah. You got some shout outs to give, man, to your mentors, anybody, your company.
Shit, like I said, shout out corporate landlord for putting me up on this game and shit, giving me the route. Anybody that need the exotic rentals, trying to pop their shit out in LA, go fuck with my brother on Instagram is Brian Saldana.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, other than that, oh yeah, and shout out if you in the Las Vegas area, you need that fly ass drip and the best exotics in the city. Fuck with my boy Loud Packs. Straight up, they got the best gas in the city, fly ass drip, all that.
Yeah, I met them at the toy drive.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah.
He
just was
popping.
with D-Lo from OTF too. Huh?
Yeah,
That's
him
his
and
boy.
D-Lo. Yeah, that's his
Yeah.
peoples right there. He was just right now with DDG. DDG was just at the shop right before I came over here and
Yeah,
shit.
that's crazy because I was for sure gonna reach out to him and have him pull up so he could talk about the difference from the weed game out here versus out there.
Yeah.
And then they package and they pulled up with the bus.
Yeah, with the party buzz.
Yeah, they pulled up with the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out D-Mac Loud Packs. That's my guy.
Keith, you remember them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
check him out. Yeah, that's who plugged me on my brother right here. Like this, we all the same group. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, DJ Charismatic. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, see
Shout
how
out DJ Charismatic as
small
well.
world,
you feel what
man.
I'm saying?
for beautiful people, man. Let them know the website too. Make sure they go check.
Oh
out
yeah,
your
here's the thing.
website.
So the website though, we're gonna be pulling it down. We switching over to the WAP. It's just more informative. Here's the thing with the new age and generation. When you're looking at it, you like that's old people shit. I didn't realize it. Like I'm fresh coming into this business. I set up the website. I drop motherfuckers ain't trying to read all that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a
Speed us
band.
up there,
Yeah.
yeah.
So with the WAP
Yeah.
account, like watch when I drop the WAP, it's nice. You gonna tap in. Everybody see the WAP link. Go check the link in my bio. And it break down everything right there. You can see the packages, what the benefits of everything is,
They can ask
and then you don't gotta
questions.
blow up my inbox on them goofy ass questions.
Yeah.
I got a lot of people, and that's another thing too. Like, man, I'm out here giving game. I'm trying to bless people. Don't waste motherfucking time in that inbox.
Yeah,
Respectfully,
Time is something you
yeah,
can't
time
get
is
back.
money. Like since I launched this shit over the past month, I had some goofy shit in my inbox. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
you gonna
believe
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
Especially doing ads.
Oh
Oh,
man,
you gonna have robots in your
yeah,
inbox.
all that shit.
But
Yeah.
it's good. The right people gonna get it though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
100
saying?
I mean, if you
Connect.
serious, tap in. I'll get you all the way right. Put a bag in your pocket, all that. Other than that, miss me with that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Man, that's
respectfully.
crazy, man. A lot of game in this show. A lot of game in this
Real shit.
episode,
You have to
fellas.
rewind
and we
this one right here.
appreciate
Take
this.
some notes.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
I
this is
mean,
the Dakota Ethics Podcast. This is season 2, episode 5.
Yeah,
Episode 5. Oh yeah, we got Blake up in here, Musa, T-Mazz. Shout out to Keith, man. Shout out 1515 Media, man. We out of here.
Bless.
bet that. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man. That was